in our habilitation services area, and we have a community seating and mobility clinic that people who have mobility needs can make an appointment to come in to get the services here.
Hi,
This is Ken
Ken.
Lassman.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Chris Schultz.
Hi.
All right. So tell us about what you're doing here.
Well, this is the KNI Seating and Mobility Center, also known commonly as the Community Seating Clinic. And what we do here is we have a lot of people who are in wheelchairs here at KNI, and so we've developed expertise and have a lot of assessment tools that we use for the people who live here, and we've opened that up to the community. And we see, I think last year we saw over 300 people from the community. So that there's stuff that we are able to do because of our equipment that we have that's pretty specialized.
Each one of these intersections is a sensor, so there's over 1,000 sensors on this map.
Oh, wow.
And if you want to have a seat,
Okay.
this is on a hard seat pad, metal, so we can kind of see what's going on in action there. And the technical term we call this is a butt print, right?
Well, this is.
And there's a scale from blue to red. The blue on the outside is the lowest pressures, and the red pressures are the highest pressures. And what we use this assessment tool, since you're sitting on metal, there's really very little pressure relief going on. Okay, so now one of the things that we do is check the foot plate. If you want to raise your feet up here,
Okay.
and you can see how the pressure is suddenly being
Let me take my
transferred.
mic pack out of my pocket here. Since
yes.
we're looking at my buns.
There you go. And so now you're starting to see some pressure on your legs. So it's not all the pressure isn't on your rear end. And
Sure.
now we can try different types of. This is an example of a contoured air cushion that, if you can stand up, I'll slip this underneath and show you the kind of difference that a seating cushion can make. That makes full contact and provides pressure relief. Go ahead and have a seat back down there. And suddenly, it's much more comfortable,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
And see, now we just have a sea of blue. So all the pressures are down here. And for you, this would be actually a pretty good cushion for you.
Yeah.
And you can probably corroborate that by saying it's much more comfortable than a hard piece of metal to sit on, right?
Absolutely it is.
So this is the kind of assessment tool that we use for people's existing wheelchairs in terms of, I'm uncomfortable, what can I do to change this? Or, like I said, we have all kinds of demonstrator cushions that we can try people with.
Well, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to say this cushion's not comfortable. But, for folks who are not
Yes,
capable
exactly.
of doing that, this is
Yeah.
really a great
Right,
great
for
tool.
somebody, or let's say you had a spinal cord injury and you had no sensation, then I could
Mhm.
work with you on saying, well, how do we relieve the pressure?
Sure.
By shifting, by raising yourself up, what would it take to give you the pressure relief that you need to keep healthy?
Wow.
So,
Very good. Well, Ken, thank
Ken.
you so
Yeah.
much for
All right.
for
You
doing
bet.
this.
yeah.
And as I said, this is one of the areas where we do community outreach. Some of the other areas are in the other realms of assistive technology, have folks who are good at fabricating things that really help people who live here have more control over their environments, and they do some work also for other community members with disabilities who maybe need that sort of equipment and that sort of assistance. Have a group that makes everything from splints to positioners and bolsters that help people who really have some pretty significant physical disabilities be very comfortable, and to help them maintain as much comfort and as much independent functioning as possible, as much control over their environments as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Also do some behavior support outreach, and we do some outreach in dental services and things like that, as well as just other ways that we try to contribute to the community. I mentioned the farmers market, and we once a month are a site for a harvester's food distribution event that is sponsored by the Town and Country Christian Church. But we give up our campus for that. We have blood drives on a periodic basis, do things for the United Way, Project Topeka, and just a variety of things to give back to the community, because we're a big employer in the community. There's over 400 people who work here. And we feel that the employees here and the people who live here should give back to the community to the extent they can. The last store that we'll go into in the Hidden Treasures Mall is the Hideaway Cafe.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
We have here Vera. Hi, Vera.
Hi.
How are you?
Bad.
Good. Good to see you. And Becky.
Hi.
And Becky's our coordinator for the Supported Employment Program, and Vera is one of our supported employees. And Vera, in the Hideaway Cafe, she also works in the t-shirt shop and more, but she's a greeter here in the cafe. And in the Hideaway, have snacks and drinks available all the time, and ice cream and things like that, but each day we offer an entree. And so today it was chicken tenders.
Great.
And everything from homemade soup sometimes to chicken tenders to chili dogs to the occasional meatloaf and things like that. And again, open to the public, and it's something that we don't have a centralized food service on the KNI campus. Most people, there's a kitchen in each home, so people eat in their homes. But this is a nice place. I know I dropped in today for lunch, and many of our staff, it's a place they can come in and get something to eat, get a
very
snack, or get a
convenient.
meal at lunch. So
Yeah, very good.
it's been a nice addition, a nice pleasant environment. And the folks who work in here do everything from going out and shopping for some of the products to, again, greeting people to keeping things in order, cleaning, and things like that. So it's a nice employment place and certainly a nice addition to the KNI campus.
We all have to eat, right?
We do, yep. Some of us more than others. But, definitely something that I think we all need and enjoy. And again, have a nice espresso machine, do donuts on Fridays, and just have some special offerings from time to time. But would always welcome anybody who comes in to shop at the other stores to drop into the Hideaway and get a bite to eat or a snack or a drink. It's just a real pleasant place to do that, and a nice quiet atmosphere most of the time where you can hang out with a friend or two and
Sure.
enjoy a drink and linger a while.
Very good. Very
All right.
good.